As a global investor-owned tech network, we had to promote gender diversity in tech and connect talent and skilled people that value diversity and inclusion and strive to create a culture of belongings. And talking with them, we got to learn more about their stories, why they, even now, we still talk about tech that is too male dominated. I'm going to share my screen. To talk about this, I want to go back to the history of tech, the history of computing history, let's say, that are in tech, and we still talk about male-dominated field. For a good portion of computing history from its earliest inception, women played a significant role, but today we're rarely showing images of women in the field, despite that they're playing more and more important roles. And if we dig deeper into data and evidence to understand the drives of this, many myths and misperceptions around women's participation in STEM. For example, for decades, media has made women feel like STEM isn't the field for them. And that stereotype of the women that we create for these positions and say, it's not for me. And also, media portrayed an image of the people in this field that made us think it's not maybe attractive for us or interesting for us. I remember when I told my mom that I'm going to pursue engineer. Eventually, that was something that I was talking about from my childhood. But I think she assumed that I would have maybe that it's maybe similar to my sister. She's a doctor, she's a dermatologist. She thought that maybe this fits women better. And I remember when I told her that, Mom, I'm going to become an engineer, I think what she heard is like, Mom, I'm becoming a male. It's pretty ironic, but this is actually about our main culture. It tells us only men can be defined as geniuses. We are not to be smart, let's say. Let's say, okay, technology is my thing, is what lights me up, lights-ify me, and we're good. So I'm into pursuing a career in tech. I have my degree. But you got rejected from jobs, and they say that you are not culture fits. If we encode this, it means our male employees are not able maybe to socialize or collaborate with women. This maybe is happening more in the past, because even that you got a job in tech, we still struggle to gain respect at work. For years, we thought that the only way to get any real respect is to roll in as a male, maybe to be strong, sometimes authoritative, a know-it-all, in order for people to take us seriously. Women actually need to behave in masculine ways to be seen as competent, but also are expected to be feminine. It's like walking a tightrope, I would say. So you need to be too masculine to be seen as competent, and you need to be too feminine to be, let's say, likable. We are focusing on this rather than focusing on bringing our strengths to the table, defend them, and how important our presence by our success, actually. I would say that this is maybe one of the quiet challenges that we face in the daily basis. At times, for minorities, resources may be lacking, opportunities for critical assignment might be not presented for us. Also, not seeing a woman that is a leader made us think, I think we don't make it to that level. Say a job at times, you prefer hiding behind men despite working on the same project. You let them speak about it and you kind of hide in their shadow. Growing underappreciated, that constant criticism, I would say, made you face that feeling of unworthiness. Even if you're highly passionate, highly motivated, you don't believe any of the credits that come along your way. We call this an imposter syndrome. No worries, it's not a disease. It's just a syndrome to say that it's commonly faced by people. More than 70% has experienced it, let's say. One of the fantastic four associated with imposter syndrome, which is anxiety, perfectionism, maybe self-doubt, and fear of failure. No one likes to fail or makes mistakes, not to know the answer, struggle to master something. But when this feeling happened to someone that is having imposter syndrome, they say that they feel like they are experiencing shame. Imposter syndrome, if you think about it, it means you're out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're not comfortable enough with public speaking, or you are scared of getting embarrassed because of lack of knowledge or experience, let's say. But actually, it's a good thing. I mean, congratulations, you're growing. The moment you understand that, you start exposing yourself to more and more opportunities to feel more like an imposter. We just need to reverse perception of it to something you're seeking out. Martin Luther King once said, only when can you see the stars. So only when you're not comfortable enough, you become more confident. I would say that if you want to stop feeling like an imposter, you need to stop thinking like one. And having an imposter life, you're having maybe imposter moments, and it's just okay. Now you know what interests you, you follow with your curiosity, and you're trying to gain respect at work, not much facing that imposter syndrome. Work-life balance and maternal role. I mean, when you are a professional woman that have children, they often find themselves running into a wall. Their skills, their commitment become questioned, and the opportunities, you feel like they are drying up. I mean, for me, it's so weird because instead of appreciating the multitasking ability of women, we are underestimating and I didn't want to, without mentioning the very common idea about women are too sensitive, and this is not professional. They think that our feminine weakness in the workplace, that might be a cliche, but as a woman, I mean, we are very connected emotionally as well in our lives. Bringing that emotional quality to a highly technical space is really where our gifts also shine. It's not like something or embarrass us. Let's stop beating ourselves up and instead harness far and use that feminine power for good. A quick example in search engine, I mean, data is not just numbers. And for women, understanding data and interpreting that human element in it, we can see behind data people with different needs. I mean, like every click, every likes, it's about that are searching for guidance. And if you interpret that human element, it's gonna be powerful. Now, you might ask, this is why tech is too male dominated, but why is it important for women to get involved in tech? I would answer that by saying that first, there is a lot of amazing opportunities for women that help them to have a work-life balance. We get to narrow that gender gap, I would say salary maybe, to enhance women's economic security, ensure that we have a diverse, very talented STEM workforce, and essentially prevents biases in these fields, in products, in services. I mean, what gets created eventually depends on who is doing this creation. Okay, so I'm just mentioning a very quick solution. For that, it's like we need to encourage our girls to gain power, to be brave rather than just strive for perfection, because we all belong in tech. It's all about risk taken, trying new things, because you won't know it if you don't try it. And we need to move towards a more open, balanced, gender neutral conversation that makes women feel like more included, more involved in tech, and even become leaders in tech. There is a very quick video that I wanted to show that really describes how this very simple step about open, balanced conversation would help us and even encourage girls to get into tech, encourage them to stay in tech, because I believe we have to look to the problem with a wider lens, so that there are many challenges in the pipeline, there are many obstacles at different stages, and we need to solve them one by one. So here's the video.
Why doesn't your husband just let you stay home? Hey, sweetie, when you got a minute, I'll get out a cup of coffee.
Look, he's wearing earrings.
Bet you got promoted too?
So we've only got one ladies' bathroom. It's up 3 flights of stairs. Nice dress, Sarah. Good to see you making an effort.
File that for me. That's a good girl.
Oh, great. I'm so glad there's another
We
woman
won't
here.
tiptoe around you because you're a woman. You still have to put in the same amount of work.
So I guess you'll be starting a family soon, huh?
Hey, guys, no swearing. There's a woman in the room.
I don't think this university is ready for a female
Are
president.
you sure you'll be able to handle this course? It's quite advanced.
We'll do the more technical stuff, and you can take notes, okay?
This work is very strong. Have you thought about applying for the Chancellor's Fellowship too?
You're so good at math and science, you have to apply to these top universities.
Have you thought about a career in engineering?
I'll help you research, and we'll put together a poster for the science club. All by yourself.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Be the difference. Close the gender gap. Let's make the future.
Okay, so thank you so much. And yeah, hope that you enjoyed that talk. I didn't want to dig deeper into the solutions that I might think helpful, but maybe more to mention why is tech still male dominated from many perspectives.